phone, man.
It can be a bit of a problem for sure, but set up the combos, like even if it's just like they've got some options. Yeah, Ember's gonna have a pretty decent
10 seconds remaining.
Position. Heavy here.
5 seconds remaining.
The last pick. Once they get Scotty timing.
I think that's pretty terrifying, right? You're a Luna, you're very susceptible to burst damage, and that's something that Clink's a lot of.
It's got a lot of damage.
A little bit from.
Yeah, single target damage is a little, certainly, but like the fact that he can 75% AoE to like 3 heroes, it's like, oh. Like if they get some mobility, they can. I really like Vichi's line. Carry potential. They have jungling. They have skirmish. Snapfire, burst, Snapfire, outfit, Elder Titan in the. And they go for the Visage, the first Visage pick of the tournament. I was just looking at the graphics. Nobody's touched it yet. People were saying it was going to be good, and it's going to be a 3-position Visage against a Clinks. Makes a lot of sense, because if you're running at the Clinks, he doesn't man in early game. It really bothers him. It's a pet peeve. You're lowering his attack speed by a lot, so he's going to have to shoot his barrage, but that costs him mana in the laning stage. And even if you deal damage to the Visage, he's zap you right back. So Visage plus Earthshaker, they're going to fissure block the Clinks. They're going to grave chill him so he can't attack fast.
The perfect the last pick. Q is going to be
10 seconds remaining.
all going to go down. A lot of push
5
coming out from
seconds
the
remaining.
side of Kia.
I wonder if they're...
Is that worth it though? Because I feel like if, unless you're being like super aggressive, getting going to make it harder for get items. Be that big team. Strolling on in, which is also possible.
I just feel like both of the heroes in that lane have some... Visage has some vulnerabilities, potentially. That's survivable. Better than used. Pressured as well. Enchantress can move. Maybe they'll just stick to dual lanes. But like a Snapfire plus ET. Whether Cookie or Little Shredder with a... Although ET Aura is very countered by Visage, which don't have any armor. So you got that going for you if you're... In terms of like the rotations in the game, Ember's still pretty sick. Talking about disable. They grabbed a Visage. He doesn't have the best. So, I don't know, I still like Vici Gaming's draft, but I think Clink... How he does in the lane. He does a good lane. It's fine. But I could see LGD kind of the game a lot by...
So would you say that your favorite one draft a little bit the other, or is it most of it coming? Do you have a couple outliers, like you said? What's going to happen with things? But also, this is our first visit that we've seen in tournament so far, so...
I would say it's too hard to answer the question because I don't really know. Like, I can say, like, oh, if you have these lane circumstances against your opponents, then clearly you win. But it's like, the LGD or whoever else is going to know that as well, and then they're going to do something like, well, we know that's going to happen, so we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Put a ward down, see where the lanes are, swap, or, you know, do things like that. Adjust items. There's a lot of, like, things they can do. Bad situation.
Have been placed. Position. They actually go for any sort of a fight, or... Well, they ping this out over here.
30
yeah, they got their observer ward down. Just it's like, yeah, they great D ward. That's normally a ward that's like you're never gonna catch that one in a sense. Great place to put a ward.
Again, I almost wonder how much down to the fact that they probably script quite a bit.
I'm sure it matters a lot. I wouldn't be surprised to see them like share some ideas in terms of drafting battles. Stage starts.
The battle begins.
Safe on both sides. Double banner and Z. I will go get a visual. As expected, the last duel. Luna here should be. To get creeps.
Again, Sphithion just getting smacked around by the.
Careful what you claim.
Say that nothing to say, definitely having a bit of an advantage here against.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice by being range hero versus the melee. The upside for Ori is that he can potentially dodge the aim. He has some solution. Common right now.
Tosses out this tornado, letting Ori tank some of the. Well.
Denied.
Wave here. Sit under all these creeps and deny. Not.
Not on my watch.
Side lanes. Okay, so far, nice center. Able to get that large camp not blocked. Big battle for the. He must have walked somewhere.
Oh no.
Bad to hold and instantly essentially. YW head. That's a big one. Call sleep first. Now he's gonna have to run back all the way over to the right, and that's a big deal because at level 1 enchant, this thing lasts for 30 seconds. So if you take it over and then run it over to the lane, you only have like 15 seconds to prep. He was able to get this centaur. He didn't have time to stack it. Now there's just weaker creeps over there. So that battle over the camps is so massive for him.
Trying to get over to that water run faster. Does manage to snap it up.
I think Ori could have gotten that one, but he stepped back at him after. Can't blame Ping this time. It might have been also that he was like anticipating when he grabbed it, but it took a lot of
Massive onto Poyo, yeah. Ooh, 20 hit points.
Maybe he should have used his fairy fire there. That was kind of close.
I'm sure he's collected. Poyo knows he's
done the math. Yeah.
He's done.
Well, I mean, there is a max damage. It's 75. That's 150. 20, 40, and then, you know, just take away 25% of that. Easy math. I'll let you guys do that at home, because I know it, obviously. Y doing a great job pulling, getting this camp stacked. He finds a Hellbear Smash. The best ones, because a lot of damage with the Centaur works, but it's better in the mid game when stuns are more. He wants damage to harass his opponent. At the time the tomato gets here, 17 seconds left on this.
Not the best efficiency.
What you gotta do. Can. Good for it.
Yeah, but it lived a nice, you know, nice life. Middle lane, though. Ooh, it's a battle between Nothing to Say and Ori's got the fairy fire. Nothing to Say is going back off. Throw out a couple of these hits. He needs one more, though. I have it. 30 points over on Ori. 2. Very closely matched. Top lane, that's a lot of negative armor on this Luna.
Never refuse.
Has really high base, though. It's maybe part of the reason they went for her. They were gonna semi-survive.
You with the fissure. This is looking a bit dubious now for Ori. He's able to outplay earlier, survive with just a few hit points. Is he gonna be able to get the neutral creep denied? No, he's not. First blood. Going to Shinkyu.
Really nice. Took some doing. Boots really helps out there. They have to run after him way. Good luck.
No.
Very worthy. It's also going to mean that Yo is able to have a little bit of. Again, it is a Sage who has.
And he just does the trade. Like every time he's brave build.
Oh.
34 less attacks.
Thanks.
He just can't fight back. can fight back, throw a stun or something, grave chill, none of that.
Really?
The matchup is not looking great there, and this is one of the coolest things about Dota is when you pull out a hero like this, hasn't been touched yet in the group stage, and it has a really good purpose in this game.
No.
For the lane, it's going to be able to pressure. So far, Visage started with a Null Talisman boot, go fast medallion. It's going to be great for offensively dealing damage, Tide taking her.
I think that's pretty standard usually. Too strange about it. Do you think we're seeing any, you know, we talk about how when we don't see heroes that frequently utilized in the draft, are we going to...
No, I think you're right. The medallion is very standard. Offlaners, maybe a bit different vision block though.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
Yo-Yo's going to try to go into the tree line. They're just going to follow him in, and they're going to be
Your
killed.
death comes at
Almost
last.
always one laning death for the points. I feel like people just don't want to skill Skeleton Walk because it's really going to affect their farm speed later on, because you want every point of Burning Barrage possible. You also want every point Searing Arrows to make your barrage better, so they very often do die at least once here. If you just limit
They're
it
just
to
trying
one,
to say it's normal. It's okay.
it really is. Like, it's a big kill by all means, but like Clinks just is so vulnerable,
Dire
and this is like a high
structures are
damage
fortified.
ranged Visage lineup, or like good hero.
Look at the way Shinkyu's constantly running over.
Radiant's middle
More
tower
damage.
is
They have the
under
right
attack.
click is the question. Shinky, he wants this. 60-something hit points. A rotation from Psg.Lgd. Immediately going to try to protect. Nothing to say. No, you can stop. They have enough damage. Cookie hop forward. Shinky trying to make his way over, trying to just be the bodyguard, trying to stop them. Stay away from my nothing to say, he says. As PYW, he wants this so bad, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get it.
Getting so much done as a support Earthshaker. He got 2 points in Fissure here, and this nice play by DY. Not letting nothing to say run back to the lane the fast way. He's making him walk a little bit longer just to get him a couple less last hits, but Q's doing such a good job. All areas of the map, Faith Beyond now hits 6. Gets his bats, birds, gargoyles, familiars, whatever you want to call them, and that's gonna...
Earth's bounty.
Same principle applies. Like, he just grave chills and he runs at you, and he's gonna out-trade you. And with Clinks not having 6 yet, he can't out-regen, he can't have healthy HP. Even force him to buy blue. Not super happy with.
Bottom lane, Old 11 is taking so much of this damage. Shinky again with that fissure. Follow up with the nuke. Why is here? They'll get the enchant. Looking to get the Ravage off. He's gonna have to pull it. So that is a considerable amount of time that Psg.Lgd doesn't have to worry about Old 11.
This is the perfect representation of this surprise Visage. Like, the Clinks got killed, he's forced to jungle. They forced their offlaner to now come to the safe lane, because like, this is just way too much for Vivian. But now he's ravaged just to keep his hero alive. The resources they've gotten out of this last pick is insane. 3k gold advantage for LGD, literally because of this Visage against the Clinks. It's so
Radiant
Say,
structures
finding
are
PYW
fortified.
actually just ran right past Yo-Yo, who was using the tree to hide. That's how scared he is. 11, they don't have to worry about the Ravage, so they're gonna walk away from this Tide Hunter.
Radiant's bottom tower
They're here
is
to
under
pressure.
attack.
Alright, and I would say they're definitely doing it.
They should be able to get
Dire's
this kill.
middle
Lieutenant
tower
can
is
slow
under
down
attack.
a little bit, but with all this extra damage, the creep, everything, power should fall. They're going to try to offset this by pressuring the mid lane for reaching gaming, but really quick power death, more gold advantage we can't use.
Radiant's bottom
They're gonna
tower
catch
is falling.
Scissor now from Shin-Q. Again, making his way over. Big nuke coming out. This, they get enough damage to follow up. I think of that tornado. It's just enough. Now Old 11 is left all by himself. And he has no mana left. Spacian
Dire's
just
middle
continuously
tower is under
harassing.
attack.
And he doesn't
Visage
even,
pick.
he doesn't even necessarily guarantee that kill, but again, now Tide's at half HP. He's got to worry about one more hero dropping behind him. Fissure block down, and he tried to slow this down, but... And they did a bit, but they're still giving him kills. Feels a little bit... More careful. It did keep Invoker in the bot lane longer, getting less farm. But he's queuing up Midas now, and his net worth is still pretty good. He's third highest from the top. He's got more net worth than everybody in the team.
Another fissure to an enchant totem. This is just not looking like a super tanky Tide Hunter. It's like a cartoon super.
does. That's actually a really...
I think someone needs to use that in the damage.
And the issue is, he was forced out of his lane earlier than he wanted to be. He's forced to go bottom, and all he has is phase boots, and he doesn't have the hood yet. Hood would help a lot, certainly. I mean, he's got the Kraken shell. The familiars do literally no damage to Tidehunter right now.
Dire's top tower is
Visage
under
right
attack.
click is decent, as is the Soul Assumption, the other player. This is just giving them so much. Enchantress is 5 now. They're just playing on the enemy side. Solar Crest is finished. Tranquil Boots. It's like Visage is farmed. He's like almost the most farmed on the entire map.
Not quite enough damage to take down Wise Enchantress. Felix again showing up. The ball major EMP coming through, and this is not looking good for PYW.
Down, no good.
Can we talk about, like, you know, hold on 1 second. Old 11 is just running on in with his face here. Ravage up, wants to finally take out this Earthshaker, which he'll be able to do. But now he's in a very tight spot because Faithian is just right nearby. He's chasing them over. They need to go and cancel off the TP, and they have it in the form of a tornado. So that's just a dead Tidehunter yet again.
Another kill, 800 gold for Faithian, past what he had in that last engagement. Puts the Solar Crest on a support, literally a support who has like no defensive items, and he forces a Ravage as a result, giving him that extra armor and move. The pressure he's put on him on this game is his Death Rocket or something, as played recently. Kind of similar playstyle. Big ulti.
More to kisses, but they have nothing to hold them in place. Fissure, followed up with Tornado. Two of them just little ducks in the road. They have absolutely no mana. They even have the big Hadouken being tossed out from the crate that Enchantress
Radiant's
has.
middle tower has fallen.
Pressure continues. That heal, he's got Maelstrom on, but he'd love just some...
Say, Cookie Hop, they just aren't able to quite land it. They're gonna go right back in again. Faithian dishing out this damage with Visage, and they've got the vision over here on the Ember Spirit. They should have plenty of damage, and he's gonna try to run away, but oh, look who's just waiting with wide open arms. Still alive, though.
That was sick. I thought he was super dead, no mana. Pops the wand, instant jumps. Faithian was set up to catch him, but the mana was enough to double Remnant now. But either way, they're spending resources, not hitting creeps. Clinks is not AoEing out neutrals. He just gets over here to the stacks, and it looks like they're blocked. Nah, Luna's just been killing them already. They're gone. All Might cleared them. So now Poyo has to run even farther just to get back to farming after this super long engagement, and that is why their net worth is so far behind. They've had to spend all these hero resources to just slow down
Dire's top
what
tower
LGD is
is under
doing, and they
attack.
still got it anyways.
Okay, now I want to take a moment. Now I want to.
Well, wait. No.
My God. All right, so you got 8 kills on the board here for Psg.Lgd.
Yep.
And you know who's been involved in every single...
Me, Moxie.
You are watching, so I guess technically you are being a part
Who
of
is
it.
it?
Radiant's
Now I don't
bottom
want to tell
tower
you.
is under attack.
I could have guessed that.
No, I mean, I'm, you know, yes, but
Dire's
also,
top
it's
tower
not
is under
Faithian.
attack.
It is...
Dire's structures are fortified.
Jinq
I'm
has
sorry.
been involved.
That wasn't. You're not gonna believe me, and I don't blame you. But
don't believe you.
that was literally in my mind. I literally looked at the scoreboard, and
Like,
I don't blame you for not believing me. But
anyways, yes, he's been involved in every
Dire's
single
top
one of these
tower
kills.
is
This man
under
has been
attack.
so
Dire's top
aggressive
tower
and in the
has
right
fallen.
place at the right time. And again, speaking of right place, right time, this is kind of the wrong place, wrong time for Old Left. He'll turn back around, but again, where's the rest of his team? So, try to get stomped down, follow up with the Earth Splitter. This is looking like they might be able to... Okay, long range Snapfire Kiss is coming in hot. As they finally get it, but they do get the Echo Slam off at the same time. So take down DY. Whole other fight breaking out on the other side here. Faithian looking, wants to get closer here to PYW. And they'll just chase down Grandma yet again. Send her back to that nursing home.
damage is just so high.
Radiant
Like, they're
structures
putting
are
all of this
fortified.
effort to kill an Earthshaker 4 because that's all they can do. Like, pressuring Visage, it's not going to work. He's got 4 points in Gravekeeper's Cloak. The bats are just constantly on top of them, dealing damage and pressuring. There was
Radiant's
no threat to
top
Ame in
tower
that
is
whole
under
fight. As a
attack.
result, he's just sitting in the back, casting spells, dealing damage. His net worth is
Radiant's
massive,
top tower has
8,000 at this
fallen.
point. All the tier 1s are dead. Tier 2 pressure's coming. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pivot, take a quick roast, then continue their lives.
This game is moving so incredibly quickly right now that it just feels like VG Gaming cannot gain a foothold.
And they do start the
Dire's
roach here.
middle
Then in
tower is
Alacrity
under
with
attack.
the Luna. They've got Grave Chill, they've got Solar Crest, they've got tons of damage here. the next 10 seconds. They've got a Ravage. No way they can contest this. The gold advantage. Now trying to stop any, like, no, we can't get this bounty room. We contest everything.
11 does not like having to play like this.
That was what they put the pressure on them, though, because it made them have to react to it. In the meantime, they have 2 others.
IW yet. Click down by nothing to say. The stun is coming out, facing at first. This, they've got nukes, and that's dead. Snapfire.
And that kill works because they used the cookie on the Tide earlier, so he doesn't have cookie to easily save himself in that circumstance. Folks that are ruses and lies end up working.
Like to call deception of the lies.
Light pressure.
Yo, they've got the protection, and it's a non-factor this game.
Yes.
Very bad.
One hero, basically one of the heroes that is entirely reliant on Click to do anything in the stage. Doesn't have good escape if he gets randed. Grave Chill's the perfect spell for the circle. The fact that he also has Soul Assumption to do a lot of damage as well made his lane so easy. Once you get that small gold advantage and he gets the armor levels, look, you're not out harassing him. He's gonna abuse you.
Set up here, coming out from Psg.Lgd, but of course the Ember is just slight away.
Still good though. Makes him waste a remnant and spin him mana. No matter what happens, your EP is sort of working. He loses some mana and some utility. And that means the next fight that happens, he can't just dump remnants on a guy or be as aggressive.
Smoke play though coming out from VG Gaming. Try to force them possibly out of their jungle. They are playing towards this bottom area on the side of PS. Aside from obviously lane, but Ame has basically had just the run of the map. Go wherever he likes. He doesn't have to worry about this thing pressuring him. It's just so far behind. Let's take this way over here over Q. They'll actually use the Earth Split as well.
They kind of have to. That's the one guy that can gank kind of.
Oh, the birds.
Because Y is very difficult to max out Nature's attacks. For mech build, very likely he'll buy Locket as I would expect, since he's pumping out so much heal. Just makes sense to help them go high ground in game, sort of. But all windows have been lost. BKB's coming for Lune. So Ravage is now crappy. Said in the draft, BKB is so good against a lot of VG Gaming heroes. So Luna, not that she had any threat to her. Ooh, that one hurts. Okay. The last attack kills the neutral item, but you've already started TPing. Luckily his courier was already there, so he didn't have to. It's all good. It was a good item too, bro. You may want that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
11 getting a lot of harass yet again. Birds going to stun in place. Nothing to say is just kind of staring at him. I thought we were going to see some sort of a taunt or something, right?
The rune of haste.
No, these people are here to play Dota 2. Play Dota 2 and kill DY. Very dead.
It's not a spot at the ward in the center.
Look at this Luna, look at this net worth.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Pretty strong.
It is insane. This is like, she's just absolutely massive. Once she starts breaking into the actual base, all of your buildings are just going to melt.
Yeah, especially if the first tower dies. I don't really see this slowing down.
No.
Yeah, since right to the heal from Enchantress, yeah, they're going high ground. What is it today? The fast games apparently. Figuring out the meta and what they can abuse, and LGD's abusing this one real good.
Centaur
tank the tower. Preston waiting very patient. The Fissure lands over on the Ember. Birds. How do you stop the birds, the glaze, everything? Well, we'll take a little nap. They don't work too hard. All right, there it is. There's the Ravage right on top of Ame. So they'll be able to get the kill. And now they're trying to just push back against Psg.Lgd, but Faith Beyond, he's feeling pretty strong right now. Turns around, nothing to say, sitting very low.
middle tower is under
Get healed up by the sprites over on Y. Old 11 still just chasing. We talked about it. When he is in, he is in. But they're not going to be able to grab anyone else as they're able to teleport and walk away on the side of.
Maybe a little bit too greedy for PSG. I didn't notice until.
Middle tower is under
but they
attack.
put the Aegis on Visage and not on Luna, like we would expect. So The Ravage combo is really effective for that reason. They land the Stomp, they land the Earth Splitter. It's just enough burst damage to kill him before he gets BK. So huge kill that's going to stop the push, but the fact they didn't get any more kills makes it feel a little bit worse. Mages will time out though, so it's not all bad for them.
Fissure actually does connect. They should be able to stun lock over to get the other bird there fast enough. No? Do it? Or it's nap?
It was a good try. Mana was pretty low. Would have been able to wand and jump. Either way, the pressure continues, and Luna's alive, still has high net worth. Little bit of time jump to grab new tier. Choice. They go. It looks to me, what it seems, they might just reset a little bit. Fish for a good fight here with Smoke. They get like 1 or 2 kills. Probably go back to the barracks if possible. They're just gonna play slightly safer, get the tier.
Way.
Wow, bro. Get vision.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Oh, a couple of heroes though. Area. As I say that, they find one of those heroes. It is, of course, UIW rather. Trying to put the cap away. They're not going to let him know, though. They've definitely seen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Got BKB. Oh, they even scanned for
He
him,
seems
dude.
so scared, dude. I don't know. I don't know if he shows.
Dire's middle tower is
Pressure
under
is on
attack.
this tier 2.
The sprites are with us.
Smelts.
Radiant's top
Familiars
tower
get the
is
Luna
full.
over a 2.
Dire's
Creep,
middle
so
tower is under attack.
5 damage per hit. Normally what you get when you be pretty close to Ag, so you can have 3 birds
fallen.
here. Building
DUI. Yes, but they have that easy, and the final hit from Faith will seal DUI.
Invoker very good against. So, like I said, most ETs are buying Veil right now, but a lot of disables don't do like that much disable. Like stuns only last a short period of time. But regeneration. So very easy for Invoker to guarantee those. Brief period of farming here. Visage 1,000 gold away from the Ags. Manta and Shard. Because they lost that earlier push, I like how quickly they changed gears back into like a normal. It's like a lot of times those mistakes happen, they cascade. It feels like that's the big one. And while it did limit LGD's momentum, I think they've done like a comfortable amount of accelerating, but playing safe.
This is a big pickup though for Poyoyo. He has complete skirmish a bit more. Smoke on smoke action. High ground. Below, looks like wrapping motion. Map. Spot out that a creep has been changed, so they're suspicious.
It's a great way to push. Click it down.
It was so busted at one point, like
it still does. Well, it used to do like 90, I think. It's a little bit less, but yeah, it's still very good. Play the high ground, nothing to say. He's going to be the liner. He doesn't have BKB yet, but he's waxed in. But he does break a smoke. Might be able to. Better for him than Chantress sitting at the other dangerous. Look at this wrap. It's so far, but it just might work. They're going to see Ami. No.
Oh, the BKB and the Earth Splitter for naught.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Trees, dude. The trees are what hurt him there. The vision from where Tide was standing.
They got the courier though.
Okay, they got the shard. It's something.
It's a consolation prize, but they got it.
It's not worth a Ravage and a Mortimer's Kisses. I mean,
not.
they got a BKB out of it, but it was rough. Normally when you're smoked at daytime, you're going to see him before they see you, but there was trees in the way briefly. So Tide kept moving, and all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, there he is. And then he reacted just a little bit slow. If he blinks from smoke to Ravage, much higher chance that Ame gets Ravage there. And then that actually opens up the opportunity. But well done by Ame to react. And now he's going to be off the map for a while.
That hurts so badly. Imagine if they do manage to secure that.
Would have been a big kill. If they could get map control, push out lanes a bit more.
This Poyoyo more time to farm. Not doing as poorly as he did before. In fact, he's starting to catch up, but with Luna, it's the natural way of how she
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
The old 020 Link still has very high net worth. The power of Burning Barrage. Across the map.
Bags is completed though. 150 yen.
He hasn't used waiting. Quad stomps.
Bit of an engagement going on. EMP. We'll let it jump forward, but they'll lose.
Don't think twice.
Now.
It's alright.
The Echo Stomp. Engage on the side of each game.
This just makes the map pressure from before their gank was very reliant on Earth. Who's been doing a great job following where he can, spotting him and forcing him to walk away. Less efficient. It's better for support to do that. But now with the threat that 50 to be able to beat their invis or find these kills with Dust is a huge threat. Or different ways to. Sentries do spot the bird, so they know about where he's playing.
No, but do anything but question.
He didn't like what he saw.
Why, why go for it when they're might sort of pick off another lane, and then get on. I mean, they could just technically go right. Hold 11, of course. A little bit scary as that fight hunter is ravaged.
Yeah, it's just more important that they regain map. You gain my camp two. Once you got that, then they're gonna feel.
They have to take out DY as well. I think DY is definitely a threat along with that Ravage because of the fact that he has,
It's like your window to kill Roche without them knowing it has to be real. And they can do it quick, heroes they have, but they don't really have any other auras since the one. Vlad's not that much. They all are in there looking for a fight.
They want this Roche. They want this Roche on the side of PSG. They had that creep in there earlier. He tabs on it to have a pretty good probability at this time. Is it going to be 4W again? Look at the the fissure comes in. And 4 steps forward. Grandma's still a little spry. She's got some action in those bones still.
But they get the D word. So the question is, can they take Roche while still defending their... Do what happens is, like, you sit back, you go take Roche, and they're going to fade. You kind of want to stay. That's why why sometimes still very hard to kill if he gets his heal locked.
Dire's top tower
Mech and lock it. Good luck killing the guy.
They just left Luna over to the side, and they're just trying to push back. Able to end.
Down. Gonna buy him enough time to smoke. Yep,
they're going right in as fast as possible. They know that this is their time. Old 11 leading the charge as per usual.
They don't.
Spirit, look at the play. Look at the wrap around. Why? That's their target. That's someone that they need to get rid of. They'll go for the vision. 11 seeing the birds. Birds are just gonna sidestep over here.
So godly in this situation, spotting enemies. Spirit. The fact that VG Gaming could confirm very easily that they weren't still in Roche saves them like possible bad engage, wasted spells, or now LG is going to reset again, knowing that the smoke is gone. They're going to be able to see their opponents approaching. Look at the illusion, runs forward to get some vision. Going to be able to kill the pretty quick with they need to. Spot those 11.
They cancel out that flank dagger. Tornado. There it is. Ame picks up the Aegis of the Immortal, and VG Gaming, they just can't do anything about it.
Great job to work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Realize that their opponents are coming.
Has fallen.
It's at good positioning until the smoke runs out, then they use push out the waves and spot their opponents. The chances that they brought a second smoke with them just to get ready for that fight.
Goes clear from their Q. They just wipe off the map immediately. Oh, and there is no escape now for PYW. He will be the next one to fall.
They're ready for that. The moment the Aegis goes down, their opponents are going to go split push. And once again, Jinkyu's just in his opponent's mind, planning ahead, thinking where they're going to go, and he just sets up.
Right, well, they've got 2 down on the side of VG Gaming. Going to force down this lane. Look at this. He's just been all over, honestly. Luna really didn't need any help earlier on. He's just been making the plays and putting pressure down over on Poyoyo.
It looked like he was a Radiant hero by that heat map. He was playing all the time.
Poyoyo.
They even have the fairy whatever thingy.
The fairy whatever thingy.
Who's ferrying up here? It's Earthshaker. Fake grenade. There we go.
You sure you do this for a living?
I just couldn't.
It's all.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Going for the Eclipse play. They just want to get rid of Old Lemon. He's sitting very low. The follow-up with the Chaos Meteors not going to be quite enough, but they're very scared for their tie time to even go and push them forward there. Trying a little bit off the mark.
13k gold advantage from that rogue. They've got the shard on Earthshaker, lower the fissure cooldown, give him that extra stun without having to fully commit. Now the map control pretty overwhelming. I mean, they've lost Eclipse here. Echo slams on cooldown for
Radiant's
a bit, but
middle
so hard
tower
for each
is
team
under
to
attack.
get into the 3 deaths now on Clinks. Again, this net worth is still fine. Farm really quick, but he has to put himself in really dangerous places to the fact that his opponent allies are just really struggling.
Clinks is just not effective at all. He's 0-3-0 right now. Again,
but he is hitting creeps.
He's hitting creeps, so that is his job, but this is not the way that you typically want to see Clinks being played. Again, things have been changed quite a bit, but he tends to be more of this snowbally kind of hero. Oh, the birds. They know these are.
It's also that his team just hasn't had a lot of opportunities to take a real fight. How many weak Ravages have we? A lot. Lots of defensive Ravages that don't accomplish very much. Been forced to do that, so as a result, there to like Burning Barrage during, because there just haven't been many opportunities. Been slow, methodical pushing or ganking by LGD.
Fight's coming to them. They've got 2 minutes left on this Aegis. They want to super a little bit as fast as possible. Young Bitch go and get off the Ravage. Right on in here. I mean, Rory, they go and they get 1 kill right off the bat, getting rid of Shinkyu. And then their big boy, nothing to say, next to fall. Ame running for his life.
Perfect initiation there by VG Gaming. LGD was kind of fishing in the fight. I think they tornadoed the.
I mean, this isn't done. They're still going after Y, but yes.
Very dead.
The Undertow.
I think they tornado tied to like fish a bit, but unfortunately it was the exact same time that Jinkyu blinked in to go for the fissure. Unfortunately, the spirit's there, it stomps them all, sleeps them, that guarantees the Ravage, extra damage. Then they all get like vacuumed onto the Earth Splitter, then the kiss is coming. It's like perfect circumstance. Normally what's supposed to happen there, Earthshaker just sits in the back and is like, wow, my Enchantress is dying.
All right, here we go, so.
Tornado puts him in there.
Shinkyu,
Miss execution.
the sleep. Oh.
Here comes the vacuum with the kisses. The 2 supports are mega struggling. Nothing to say dies to physical damage despite being BKB'd. Perfect circumstance, but ultimately, that one's on LGD. Nothing to say it's going to be like, whoops. Bad tornado at the same time that Earthshaker blinks in. They had the same idea, but cost him big.
Happened, but going to give a little bit of a footing now for Vici Gaming. It's desperately needed. Feeling like they were very suffocated in the base every time Poyoyo even took 1 step out. In fact, he sees that, oh, he's not alone. Hide, they're looking for him. They have the dust, but he BKBs to teleport away. Very big victory.
Also my BKB, but they'll still control the map though.
Well,
it's
again,
all fine.
The map is opening up for Vici incredibly.
It is, yeah.
Pushing up the Agnum Scepter. More items and play time for Vici.
Better mana is Remnant is half the mana.
Kindred bounty.
I'm able to jump around a little bit while he collects items. But yeah, it just kind of feels to me like LGD's making some small but crucial mistakes. But we haven't really seen a lot of other teams be able to even show those from them. It's like they play small errors that Vici Gaming is also wise to pressure. Smoking though. Fight. Always look at
You gotta say, like, PYW, Lemon, always the ones who break these.
Right way to do it. But I just love these like wards and sentries. Not for these, they're not going to see Visage coming necessarily as often, and it just allows them to do this.
Nothing to say. Nothing to say. Picking up a haste though. Very timely.
Just
Scouting.
really tough for them. They don't have this like jump stun like Earthshaker or a Hex. You're not gonna ravage a solo invoker that can't do slight chains. You just get KB and run. You basically have to land like a cookie. And that's a really tough thing about VG's line. They're not doing like 5v5 fights. Their small hero gank is completely in it.
Trying to just retake this triangle area. Very, very important. Obviously, it's right around the Roche pit. Nice vision. Can't see why over here. Trying to punish this. Right, and there's gonna be.
Honestly, I'm happy if I'm Y right now. Like, let's.
All right. Let's see. It's been about 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8. They're not gonna get a kill on Y. This is. All right, maybe they go back in. Old 11 does have the ravage, but over on the backside, they get the fissure off. Be able to take down PYWY. Nothing to say. Also falling. APN needs to be very careful now. Gets slapped. Poyo-yo. Considering it's not going to go in. As they have the Eclipse, will turn back around over onto Old 11. One more hit should do the kill. It's a double kill now for Ame. BKB comes out from Ori. He wants to get out of here. He wants to get out of here fast.
Nicely played by VG Gaming as a whole. I mean, it was a bit of a weird science experiment. Let's see how much we can kill the guy with the locket and all of the heal talents. He tanks almost everything. But it was that stomp once again. It's that unexpected disable that's setting up VG Gaming, because as soon as that stomp hits, it guarantees that Old 11's able to pop Ravage on non-BKB targets, which guarantees the kill on the Invoker. He died without using BKB, normally okay. But ultimately, the pressure goes on Faith Beyond. Faith Beyond had his shard there, actually. Turns into stone from right before the sleep hits. And therefore, they couldn't go on him. That gave him a nice opening and still gives them ultimate map control. And still net worth advantage. Like, Luna's a full item ahead of Workland.
Down to the next Roche.
It's a good opportunity. Give me this one.
You're getting more and more items for Poyo-yo. Well, obviously it's helping.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah.
Turning the tide.
Not Scotty this game. Maybe enough now. Decided to go for the raw damage to Daedalus. If he goes Scotty well behind that network a little bit, he probably never gets kills, despite having great utility. And he just really thought, like, if I don't have a Daedalus, like, I don't fight at all. It would be difficult for them to kill Enchantress or probably the right itemization. They're just hitting creeps anyways.
A couple of these neutral items at the 37-minute mark.
Really thinking about that. Gone main AoE fox with it.
Regeneration.
Paladin's for just.
About a minute left before the bonds. You can see the way that they're playing tightly around the top area of the map, how important this is both.
Yeah, it really is. Pressure shard, amazing on. Could be a free Ags for some. Oh, that has huge value. In fact, Invoker really wants that. He's queuing up pressure. He was thinking about Ags earlier, but he's like, nah, I need BKB. And now he's like, all right, I'm just gonna get double combo. So if he gets a free Ags,
incredible, and not very happy for the side of me.
yeah. But I'm sure they'd also love him. Not the Ags, probably still solid.
I think the big thing is just, I feel like they want to take out DY. DY is causing so much trouble as this Elder Titan. They need to find him, get the pick off, and then perhaps they can go pit. Check it now. Realize it's gotta be soon. That creeps over in the pit. Again. Okay, they managed to find themselves the Ember Spirit. Oh, no. BKB though, is he gonna be able to survive? It looks like he is.
The Deafening Blast pushed him to the high ground. They lost vision on him.
Oh my god, this
rough one.
Nothing to say, it's gotta be so upset.
I mean, they're doing their best to kill him.
This is the second time that he's had just a little bit of a don't even know which one to call a mistake, I guess.
Slightly flop spell. This one's not nearly as bad as the, well, the Trinian one wasn't like a bad play either. It was just this one a little unfortunate too. Two unfortunate skill usages. Like, he's trying to do max damage. That's the best like single target spell he had in that circle to blast him with. But the push to the high ground was just a bit rough. They didn't have Echo Slam to elongate the disable either. He ends up surviving. Another B down to 6, but they would have loved to get that kill, especially with Roche up. If Ember's dead right now, he has to buy back or they get Roche. Either option is great for LG. So that one's going to hurt. But either way, they've got Gem on Visage. Ability to deward it insane. Got Flying Vision, so that clip once again. Gets stomped, the fissure, pushes him up to the high ground.
Gives him just enough time.
There's also the stomp actually from the Elder Titan once again. Is on the map though, but one ward down will gets the ward. Instant once again. Such a good job.
Immediately pops the healing. They have a decent amount of damage this time around though, although it does take quite a bit. Why still alive? These healing sprites are just absolutely incredible. Okay, that was a big crit. Can they get enough? There it is. There it is, the slight. But it took so much to be able to have that happen. So now they're totally spread out. Buyback coming out now from Y. Ori trying to put up enough damage. Nothing to say. They have the dust. He's got the BKB though. He's going to try to run away, but too much physical damage. As BYW also getting chased, but it's pretty important that they lost. Nothing to say. BYW will fall. And they already grabbed DY. Luna is alive and kicking. Why?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hit me is what he's yelling, you know?
7-second blink. This is pretty good.
Right back in again. Old 11 has that Ravage, but I don't think he wants to go and pop it. He is fairly tanky though. He's doing a decent amount of damage. Q coming forward. Doesn't quite have that fissure just yet, but doesn't matter. The Tide Hunter will die.
Jinq relying on the old Stormcrafter, the static shocker, zapping his enemies to stop them from one. Great item for that, but turns out quite good for them. Invoker's still struggling against the physical damage, and finally, nothing to say this. Alright, I'm gonna need some armor, because even if he BKBs, he's still dying to the Clint raw damage. Daedalus damage, hard to deal with.
Look how much they respect this. Look how much they respect this. That Roche is going down so fast, but they know Old 11 is a madman. Doesn't even matter. It's just like, we cannot let them get this Roche. Everybody get in the pit. Runs into his best friend Y again. Poyo-yo. Oh, going forward. Y. Nice stomp again coming through. If they can get this, this is going to be a dieback. More for Kims is getting used. Just the support though again. Old 11 looking for this position, holding on to the Ravage. The fissure comes through. They want to get rid of the snap fire. BYW looks like, oh, he's going to be able to make it. No, he will fall. Sapien sits onto the bottom part of the lane. Needs to be careful. That's a lot of damage. Immediately, that refresher coming through from Ori.
Whips his initiation a little bit. He misread the animation there. That was a stone form Visage. He jumps in with the TV. Remnant, and he did chase. It doesn't hit anything, and as a result, Psg.Lgd gets to run away afterwards. Kind of a big mistake there from Ori. But this is a rare hero, and that's a very rare shard. It's a new one in some ways. It just hasn't been played much, but it's been really effective so far for Psg.Lgd. Play Visage, you eventually get in these bad moments. You need an ability to reset, and it gives him that. It's been used very well so far. 30 more seconds for Enchantress, but once she gets back up, she's going to be able to frontline a lot better.
Really want this Roche. It's been sitting in the balance now for about a minute. Another tornado from nothing to say. Throws out the Chaos Meteors. That's a lot of mana that's just not existent anymore.
Radiant's
for
middle
Old
tower
11.
is under
Yo,
attack.
trying to find this opening. Old 11 can't even walk over the fissure right now.
He needs a mana pool too. He's got Axe. He can spam Gush constantly for vision, for harass, for minus armor. Gonna show in the mid creep wave, but it's like one of those moments where you do not want to be seen going back to the base. Got a Roche here in the Roche pit. Here comes Enchantress back to the map.
Is under attack.
15k net worth lead currently for Psg.Lgd. It's going pretty fast. They gotta get in there quickly, but they do have Jinq. They need that Echo Slam. Yo-Yo taking a decent amount of damage. This EMP is such a pain in the butt. Jumping for the Old 11 with the Ravage over on the back line, but the team, they're not there. They're not in position. That's gonna be the Eclipse now coming out from the Luna, just blowing the Old 11. It's not looking good. There it is. They go. They grab themselves the Aegis. They're gonna chase over here after Poyo. He's sitting so very low, but they don't have the Sunstrike to land on him. As it just Psg.Lgd claim the Roche.
They got absolutely everything. They got the Egg Shard on Psg.Lgd. And Ame was able to grab the Aegis and the cheese. Did they even get the last hit? They did. Everything perfect for them. Old 11 just kind of misread things, and there was a period of pause for LGD after the Clinks escaped. They didn't hit Roche for approximately
Radiant's
5 to
middle
8
tower
seconds,
is
and
under
I think
attack.
Psg.Lgd anticipated them hitting that. And as a result, his Ravage is way
Radiant's
too
middle
early.
tower
He
has
Ravages, he's
fallen.
like, oh shit, starts running out, but it's like, nah, we gotta commit. And they tried, but
Online. Luna Cheese has been put over onto nothing to say. They need to stop this onslaught. It's very, very difficult though to find the right opening. They get a stun immediately over on Yo-Yo. Back in for more. Patient. Snapfire. Way. Not really connecting on the side. All eyes on Shin-Q over here. Still holding on to that Echo Slam, and Yo-Yo is dishing out a decent amount of damage. And another shooter coming in, followed up with the Chaos Meteors. Can they finish off Yo-Yo? He's forced to use the BKB to run away. Lord taking so much to get Thompson. Oh, BKB, there it is. There's the Echo Slam for Shin-Q. Take that DY, take that PYW. 3 down on the side of Gaming. They do not have the buyback, and now Ori being thrown up into the air, trying to fight the first there. He's got the BKB. Can he do enough damage? That's the question. Turns around, he manages to go. He pops the Aegis.
good start. 2 Remnants left. He can play around a bit more here. Game's not over.
It's looking pretty close to the way they are just running out these buildings. Yo-Yo doing everything he can. All right, again, we see the Embers here. It doesn't matter.
Most thing I've ever said. Wow, the game ended fast. Holy crap. I was like, oh, that's just the tier 4s. They've got a moment. No, they do not. Luna shredding those